I'm back again. I told y'all I was coming back. I want to remain consistent because y'all are motivating me to get my stuff together. I love y'all for that. Thank you so much. I need accountability. um, so this topic is, well, before I get into it, I'm outside of Kroger, about to give my family something to eat. Um, the father is back and he's helping me with the kids. I'm grateful for that. I just, hope everything's okay because I know he's a little mad at me because he feels like I shouldn't have put that video up, but I did. So we are here. We're going to get through this. We're going to get over it. But, so this video is about falling in love with someone like your absent father. So I was just thinking, and I was just like, wow, I'm thinking of all the things that I don't and I do like about the father of my kids. And I just realized like he's exactly like my father. I never really lived with my father, but I know enough about my father to know his pros and cons. And I think it's so crazy because that's why it's really not healthy and not necessarily it be your biological father. But I think it's really important to have a father figure if you have an absent father, because then you start yearning for things that don't necessarily serve you, but since it's familiar to you, you go after that. And I think that's what happened, where I fell in love with this guy. And that's because he was just a split image of my father, down to the sign he was. And then now that I'm thinking about it, it's just like I was just chasing my father. I really didn't like nothing about our relationship besides the cons of my father. But when I think about my father, I don't like nothing about my father. My father graduated with a third grade reading level. My father was sexually deviant. My father didn't really care about me. My father, like all these things that I see is exactly like the father of my kids. And I find it crazy because if I would have known that I was chasing my father, I wouldn't have had kids with this man because I wasn't chasing a husband. And that's why it's ending so weirdly, because I love him, but I don't like nothing about him. And it's the same thing with my mom, with my dad. I don't like nothing about my dad besides the fact I think that he's handsome. I think my father's handsome, and that's what I think about the father of my kids is I think he's handsome. And that's it. It had nothing to do with whether he will provide or just care about my basic lifestyle. And I really want to urge young women who have absent parents to analyze yourself and analyze the person that you are so-called falling in love with, and see if it's just you trying to chase a void. Like I remember my dad was that type of dad that would come in town. I would be so stoked. He'll see me for about 2 hours and then I would never see him again. He would promise me that he'd come back to see me before he left and he'd be back in California. And I think I've just been chasing that since childhood. And it's only sad because nobody was mature enough between my mother or my father to just tell me the truth, about just everything. Like, hey, your father's just childish. Like, I plan to tell my kids this. When I decide to get up and go and I decide to, like, cut all ties for now with the father of my kids so I can heal, I plan on telling them that I'm trying to heal. I plan on telling them, just be real about the situation. Like my mom never really told me anything that was really going on. I just knew that my dad lived in Cali and my mom lived here. And um it's really important to explain things to your kids so they don't feel so traumatized and so neglected when the parents don't want to be together. And I think it's just about communication, like, hey, me and this person doesn't really get along, or not. It's, you know what, I don't, in my case, it's not that me and the father of my kids don't get along. It's not. When we have fun, we have fun. If we plan a trip, we're planning a trip. Like, we have fun when we go out. When we don't have the kids, we have a nice night. It's the fact that we have different views on morals, and we have different views on the type of lifestyle. Like me, I don't want to just be barely getting by. I want to have a lavish lifestyle that is very secure. So, and he's never even known what that was. He doesn't know what security is when it comes to lifestyle because of the way he was raised. That was more important to me than the fun we would have, if that makes sense. And that was the same thing with the father. With my father, was like, he didn't really care about much, but he wanted to kick it. Like, my dad likes to have fun. That's what we did. That's when I went to visit him in the summer. We would have fun. It was, but when it came to the nitty gritty, taking me to school every day, like type of stuff, I would never know how he would really act when it came to um, real business. You know what I'm saying? And by how my father is living with this white woman in her community in a damn trailer outside that my stepmother's house, that shows you and shows me that wouldn't be the type of man that I would want. But yet I found exactly that to have kids with because of that void. And I just want younger women to realize if you're chasing a father or you're chasing a husband. And that is going to distinguish whether have recovered from that daddy issue, they would call it. And vice versa, vice versa. So I just wanted to say that because I really think it's crucial to know, like, sometimes you're not chasing a husband, you're chasing a dad. And when you don't get a dad, you get disappointed. So, yeah, that was just something I wanted to point out. And I hope you learned something from it. And I'm just going to keep on checking back up with y'all. I still want help. I don't have a car, I don't have a job. I'm kind of just like trying to figure it out right now. I have um the father of my kids' friend's car, but it's the check engine light is on. So I'm still asking, baby, like Cash App, um, Jade Stone 9. If it's not Cash App, it doesn't have to be money, just resources. I think I want to move to Arizona. Is there anybody in Arizona that can help me? You know what I mean? Like, I think I need some sun. Like, I feel like I just want to be baked to death. I feel like I just want I don't know what my idea is, but I feel like I've had so much toxicity that I just want to sit and bake in the sun. Like, I just wanted to bake out my pores or something. So I think I don't think Florida, because I don't want to go to Florida on a struggle note. So I think Arizona will be someplace I'm trying to move with my kids. And I think my friend is going to come with me. So I still need funding to do that. And there's been a couple people who's really, truly helped me. Pray for me. One of my subscribers had sent me a job offer for a remote work from home, really easy job. I mean, easy on the, brain job. That's kind of like mindless work. It's a 9 to 5. They provide laptops. So please pray that I get that job. I need it bad. That's what I need. It's like, I'm not going to be able to do exactly what I want, which is work at a gym. I really want to work at this gym, but the way things are going, I don't want these folks all in my business, as far as like, I don't want them to feel like I'm not going to be able to make it to work because I have this man here that, really doesn't want to help me. And I don't want them to feel burdened by me. So that was just one lesson I had today. I'll be back. I'm going to be working on how to figure out how to do real content. And y'all going to be so proud of me. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. Cosmic Kitten out.